Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new thriller, The Immaculate Room, and this is from writer-director Michael Dewell, and this, I'm not really familiar with some of his other work. Like, I know the film Collide, not the hugest fan, but like this series, a secret and private demons emerge when a seemingly perfect young couple competes for $5 million prize by isolating themselves in an empty white room for 50 days. No phone, no family, only the room trying to break their resolve. And, you know, this high concept idea has a lot to work with, but it also has some pitfalls of you're really trapped in this space with these characters for 50 days, so there's not going to be a whole lot of potential variety in exactly what they're going to be doing. And I do feel like the story does get a bit contrived and restricted and falls into some of those pitfalls along the way. There's also some plants that feel a little too telegraphed, and you could kind of see exactly where this is going in some facets of its story. I feel like you go in, you know this relationship's going to spiral. But what really works, though, is the nature of the relationship, the kinds of buttons that are being pushed in this relationship, and its general thoughts and themes on relationships and the complexities of those in terms of communication and trust. And I do think that the human drama, this relationship drama that's at the core of this thriller, is actually pretty poignant. And you have two actors, Emile Hirsch and Kate Bosworth, who are both doing really good jobs here in terms of selling this. And, you know, Emile Hirsch has had some really great performances in his career, like Into the Wild. And here, I feel like he is getting a chance to really show more of that than, you know, cameoing in, like, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or different stuff like that. And Kate Bosworth, who I just watched in another upcoming film, which is House of Darkness, which she delivered. I don't think the film delivered, but I think she was good in it. I think they really work well off each other in this film. There's a lot of great moments. There's some great heightening attention, and I especially think that the last third of this film really delivers on that building of suspense, and I think Dewell really does a great job of ratcheting it up and getting us on the edge of our seat. And even like the final moments of the film uses some show don't tell to really show us what happens. Because it's an interesting thing, because like the idea of if they both get to the end, they get $5 million. If one of them leaves, it drops to $1 million, and whoever's left gets the million. Or you could just leave together, and you say, well, why would that even be an option? Well, what's less clear is it's not just the money at stake. It's this environment can absolutely destroy your relationship. And you could leave together and keep your relationship intact, but generally, I feel like if one of them leaves and the other one stays, that's probably going to destroy the relationship. And I do have some potential problems with, I feel like the ending cleans up a little bit too much, which is tough because it kind of takes away some of the bite of the story. You also have like Ashley Greene, who pops up here, who gets one particular scene where she comes in, and her character doesn't have a whole lot of depth. She's more of like an agent of chaos into the situation, and does build some contempt and build some distrust in this couple and shakes things up. Even though her character is more of a tool, I think that tool helps build the tension and adds dimension to the complexities and the problems that they're having in their relationship. You have some other, like Emmett Walsh makes an appearance, and I think he's great in everything, so that was always refreshing. And also a little shout out to Tiffany Smith, who has a very small cameo, and I know her from the Schmoes days and stuff like that. In general, I think this film is a solid, well-made thriller that gets elevated a bit by some strong performances and some quality drama. So I do think this is worth checking out for any thriller fans out there. It's 90 minutes. It's this small, contained, and which could be a little challenging for some viewers, but in general, I think this works and worth a watch. But those are my thoughts on The Immaculate Room. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.